Good morning, everybody. Welcome back. Through Someone has got selections here for Saturday, January 18th. For again, today's play of the day. Quick recap of what happened yesterday. Nice win in college basketball with Robert Morris -5.5 and -102 on FanDuel. Closed 6.5. Didn't really matter. Robert Morris really didn't show up for the first half, but Green Bay is still awful, and they fell apart in the second half as Robert Morris killed them as they won the game by 20 plus. So nice win there. Look for the winner here on a Saturday. For the next play, though, I want to remind everyone to get more plays on the website. So to the website, the promo code WEHRADIUS5 to get 25% off your purchase. Plus, reminder, hit the like button, also subscribe to the YouTube channel. So for the actual play, going to the NFL, go look at two playoff games. We're going to do a teaser, actually, with two games. Starting off with the Chiefs game, we are going to be going with the Chiefs tease down 6 points, 2 -2.5. We're going to tease that with the Lions, -2.5 as well, at -120 on DraftKings. Time recording of 2:30 a.m. Eastern Time. So cover's going to go with the two-team 6-point teaser here for the Saturday card. First reason, the Chiefs, we know, have been amazing for the last couple of years. They have, of course, won a bunch of Super Bowls, and they have been basically unbeatable for the last couple of years, including last season. They are 21-2 in their last 23 games. They've also won 10 straight home games. I know how difficult it is to actually win an Arrowhead, and I think the Texans find that out the hard way on a Saturday. Now, the Chiefs also just played the Texans in Arrowhead, did beat them by 8 points on December 21st, and you're looking at the overall weather. It's going to be cold over in Kansas City, 25 degrees, but it's supposed to be about 10 degrees in terms of wind chill. So you're looking at the Texans who play in a dome in Texas, of course, who ended up playing a week ago in a dome against the Chargers. Now they're traveling to the cold winter of Kansas City. I don't exactly see a great trip for them. I think they'll struggle with the cold. I think the Chiefs will look sharp in their usual environment, and I do see this working out in the Chiefs' favor. Plus, look at the injury report. Texans have some problems because their running back, Joe Mixon, who had a great game last week, had 106 yards and a touchdown. He was on the injury report all week with an ankle injury, missed practice on Friday. So once again, you are looking at potentially seeing a compromised Mixon in the backfield. And I think that should limit the potential balance of the offense for this game. But once again, you're going to be the Chiefs at 2.5, who have won 10 straight home games. They're 21-2 in their last 23 games. Just beat this team about a month ago or so, and Tank Dell played in that game. Got injured in that game, actually. So once again, the Texans receiving core is worse now than it was back then. I see a pretty rough game for the Texans. Might be close, might be ugly for a bit, but I think the Chiefs eventually just wear this team down. I think the Chiefs win by 7+, but I'll go with the teaser to play it safe. And for the other game, I'm going to go with the Lions at home against the Commanders. For this one, you're looking at the Lions who've won 14 of their last 15 games. Main reason, best offense in the league. They're averaging 33.2 points per game, which is number one in the league. Commanders, though, are good offensively. They're averaging 28.2 points per game, which ranks fifth in the league. But the Lions have been even better at home, and the Commanders have been worse on the road. The Lions averaged 35.3 points per home game this season, while the Commanders average 26 points per game on the road. So once again, the Lions offensively, I just think of too many options. You ended up seeing the Commanders barely survive that game against Tampa last week on that field goal to win it that ended up hitting the upright and went in. But either way, the point is, I do think the Lions are just the deeper offense with all the weapons they have, and they should be even healthier because Montgomery did miss the last couple games with an injury. He's back, so the Lions have their full two-headed tandem there in the backfield. But you have Amon-Ra, Goff's been very good, and you have Gibbs and Montgomery together again. Laporta, so many options on this team. I just think that the Commanders are going to have a hard time of keeping up with them offensively on the scoreboard en route to what I think should be a Lions home win. But to go through the actual defense for the Lions, a pretty underrated unit, actually. They rank 7th in points allowed per game. Commanders do rank 18th. Now, the Lions had an issue defensively, I'd say mid-season, with a bunch of injuries. And even though Hutchinson is still not back, they got a bunch of key guys back a couple weeks ago. So the Lions defense has looked a lot better. We saw them shut down the Vikings in the last game of the regular season to earn the 1 seed in the NFC. Point is, the defense, I think, is underrated, and the Commanders' defense has been average based on the numbers. So in addition to having the better offense, the Lions have the much better defense, which should result once again in a nice home win for the Lions. Simply put, you're going to give me a pair of teams that are very hard to beat at home. You're going to give me the Chiefs and the Lions against two teams that are young, inexperienced, and once again traveling to a very hostile environment. I think 2.5 is too low. We saw most of the favorites end up winning comfortably in the first weekend of preseason action. I think you're going to see a pretty similar story here this weekend. But the Chiefs at 2.5 and the Lions at 2.5, I think each team should win by at least 3 points. So I'll take that as my teaser. So once again, the play of the day here for Saturday, January 18th is going to be on a 2-team 6-point teaser. In the NFL, going to go with the Chiefs -2.5, tease with the Lions -2.5, and -120 on DraftKings. Bye, everyone.